Welcome to NJCU eSports. And you probably might not know who either of us are.
We're
I'm
mysteries.
We're complete mysteries, enigmas. And I'm K-Wing. I'm here with Foof. Foof. Uh, but and we're going to be casting this Rocket League match today of NJCU Gothic Knights versus the RWU Hawks C.
We hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday night. You know, hump day, it's kind of starting to get a little bit long in the week, depends on where you are, kind of varying weather across the states. But all that really matters is hopefully we're going to have some very exciting Gothic Knight Rocket League coming up. You know, the players are in, they're super excited. And you know, looking across the pitch, you look at RWC, and both of these teams are sitting at 2-2. You think maybe on paper this should be a close game, but it's a very different 2-2, I gotta say, K-Wing.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the Gothic Knights in their last 4 games, they came into the season 0-2, and they went 1-6 in terms of their total games. They only had one game win. And then they came back in those last 2 games against Stonehill and Catholic UA and 3-0'd them. So we're riding a high wave here coming into this match versus RWU Hawks. They've kind of been a bit back and forth. They 3-0'd Sunny Plattsburgh, Juan Johnson in Wales, but then they lost to Sunny Canton. A lot more shakiness in that 2-2, I would argue, a little bit, versus the Gothic Knights maybe riding a bit of a high coming in.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes these longer, drawn-out seasons, it's not about playing good at the end of the season. It's about playing good at the right times. And right now, it seems your Gothic Knights have started to hit their stride. They had their captain, their top striker, Wells, out the first week. He had a little bit less time to warm up the second week. And talking to him and talking to a couple of the players the other day, is they really think that was the reason why they had such a slow start, 1-6. Going back on that game, Wells says if he had another day, another couple hours on the sticks, he feels like they take that one back, and it's looking like a 3-1 instead of a 2-2. And so, you know, really just the vibe around your Gothic Knights is just this team is very, very, very happy with where they are. They're very confident. And the quote I love to hear from a player like this from Wells is, if we play good, we should win.
Absolutely, that's how it works, and I'm pretty excited to see if that trend continues because, like I said, those last 2 games against Stonehill College and Catholic UA Red were pretty dominant showings. I mean, 3-0 regardless is a
sweeps.
Yeah,
got the broom out, man.
And when you sweep there's not really a solid showing, and you can't really argue against that. And you really want to see it continue and keep that momentum going.
Yep. And so the important thing is when you start to look not only at these teams' recent records, you look at how the actual league is starting to spread out. With us sitting in Group B right now, there is only 2 teams sitting at the top tied at first with 4-0. And then there's a pod of 3-1s. And then you find your NJCU Gothic Knights tied all the way at 15th at a 2-2. So this is actually an incredibly important match, not only for confidence as they're coming off of back-to-back sweeps, but it's a very important match to start for that seeding as we continue to get further into this season.
Absolutely, and I think especially sort of that just the scores as well are very, very important. Winning something at 3-0, especially when, like you said, there's pods of people who are tied of something like, I think it's like 11 teams tied for 3rd place, and then a giant stack of 15. When you're trying to get into seeding, you really want to have a positive map record.
Well, I hate to cut you off. Looks like RWN not only got in under our noses, they're ready to play. So we got all the guys on the pitch. Let's get kicked off here soon, K-Wing.
I'm very excited to get into this and see the new the NJCU and RWU facing off, and already the face-off has come in, a ball bouncing everywhere, and RWU also starting to take control there. Now a bit of a face-off coming in as this ball bouncing up and down. Consma going to take a little bit of control for NJCU. Going to clear it. Going to get cleared away, however, and now RWU going to take control. Karazama going to dive in and take a bit of control here.
Dangerous.
Now, absolutely a dangerous position as the ball getting cleared towards the center. Getting set up for a shot, but it's not going to get there, and it's going to get cleared away by Wells.
Well, right now, you're seeing kind of that daunted game one. You know, both of these teams, the Gothic Knights and the Hawks, Charisma has a chance, or he's going to put it in. A great toss off of the job from Wells. They caught me mid-sentence. Oh, my goodness. 1-0 for your Gothic Knights.
Absolutely, and there you have it, just kind of cutting you off mid-sentence, but a beautiful put in as we get into the next face-off. I think it gets control coming in here. NJCU already coming in. A good face-off for them. RW is going to take control and set up the attack in here. Open net, not they were going to get a good angle on it and clear it away. Wells having control, going to get it past Precations and dangerous, but it looks like Handsox is going to be able to get it out of danger, but maybe not yet, as now G going to clear it into the center, but it's going to get outside. Wells going to come in with that Brazilian flag. We know where he's playing from. Still able to make these plays. This is all going to get cleared up towards the center. Wells going to send it up again towards this dangerous zone. And towards the center, is he going to take it in himself? Not barely. And Sox going to get that save.
Oh! You saw it right there. Charisma had a beautiful ball looking for Wells in the mid. That's actually something Wells talked about. This team, they're really fast on rotations. A couple players they've picked up from Platinum started to play a lot faster. Talking to him, that's going to be the hole that they have to fill. They're able to find their spots. The pass there, pre-creations, you put it off the post.
It's going to be just mid.
Your Gothic Knights just kind of survived there, breathed a very good sigh of relief. What should have been a tying goal for the Hawks just kind of falls wayside, and Charisma finally puts it back up on their side.
Absolutely, and here comes the NJCU on the counterattack. It's just a little tap in would have sent it in, but not enough. As now RWU gets to go on the counterattack, but it's going to get stolen away for the open 1v1 here. Not gets into the center, but again, and RWU will take control a little more on the counterattack. Be cleared away.
Right now, this ball has been honestly surprising for me, as this ball has been so far just kind of glued to the bottom of the pitch here. No one's really just too hyperactively trying to get it one across the field or up in the air, so it's been very ground pass heavy as Skinny tries to sneak it past Recreations there, but a good save keeps it at 1-0.
Absolutely, and I mean, you have that sort of, there hasn't been a lot of aerial passes, and I think that is a pretty advanced part of Rocket League, is coming in with a aerial pass. It's very tough to control being in the air, and it's very, very precise.
Wells.
You're not well. You
talked about Wells. In the production meeting I had yesterday with them, he gave me something to say, and I will say I didn't say it. He said, watch for the double taps. And my goodness, in game one, he's going ahead and setting that statement early. A great job, and your Gothic Knights are up 2-0 as Charisma has to dig that one back out quickly.
Absolutely no. RW gets that right in towards the center, and just Karazama getting a pretty good save there, but it does not keep it out for long. Handsox will tap it. Going to face off here, favorable for RWU. Recreation is actually going to demo Wells. Also going to send the ball in, and it's going to get right back in, and already in two quick rapid fire goals. RWU will even it up with NJCU 2-2.
Well, the Hawks are not going to let your Gothic Knights go very easily. A great job on kickoffs back-to-back here from the Hawks. as they're making those forced errors on our side and doing a great job of just attacking the backboard now. Wells and company have to get something going here if they want to continue taking game one. Wells trying to do another double
there you
tap,
go.
find it.
There's something
Oh,
for it.
there it
Wells
is.
is able to get it in, and there you go. Wells. We looked at him as that playmaker, even despite that ping, he in South America still making plays incredibly well.
Dude, higher the ping, higher the IQ, right?
Wells is making a good argument for it. It comes in, just going to barely miss that shot in front, going to actually knock it away. Recreations up there. Not going to get that, but sent in towards the center again, and it's Wells with the ball going to take it up into the air over on the side. Send it in, Charisma!
It's a great job.
4-2. And now, if you're RWU, there's a lot that you need to do to even it up. They got 2 goals pretty quick, but are they going to be able to do it again? We'll have to see if NJCU, if our Gothic Knights can defend here.
Oh.
They're going to be going on the attack, I would say, as Charisma gets a pretty close shot, barely saved. Charisma again going to go in for it to get that tap that he might have wanted, but Wells is going to come in and fight for it. Salty Ocean will clear, going to get away from him, and Pre-Creation is now going to slam it to the ground. Wells again going to clear it into towards the center. That's RWU on the attack. Not much time left, and 10 seconds again, and Wells tap it in, almost making another goal, and they're just not enough time for RWU, and the Gothic Knights will take game 1 as soon as this ball touches the floor, and it will.
Well, just a great job all around here from your Gothic Knights. Your guys playing so well. Wells doing all that he can. 2 goals, 2 assists, just misses out on the saves. You know, it's very unfortunate there. Hoping for the bicycle, but couldn't get it there. So it's just a great showing from all 3 players, everyone involved. You know, kind of look at the bottom of it and you're like, Skinny didn't have the best points, but he has the assist, rotated well in the back half, did a great job not only playing as that second player pushing up, but that third at midfield. And so right now, we're just outplaying this RWC squad, and it's just up to them to continue it.
Absolutely, we are. And I think the score doesn't even tell it. I think if we're really being honest, I think that RWU had about 30 seconds of playing well and getting in good shots. And really, NJCU, it was all NJCU the rest of the match.
Well, the big thing was those kickoff misplays that forced 2-on-3s, 3-on-2s, 3-on-1s. And that's where the Hawks can find those plays against our Gothic Knights. And so it's limiting those opportunities for your Gothic Knights to not allow those misplays. And that'll be what continues to let them continue the hot streak. They have 2 sweeps before. They got the game 1 here. They could get a sweep here. We're looking to hopefully unlock the broom closet after this game.
Absolutely, as we're getting into this next game, NJCU up to 1-0 in matches, and already RWU is actually going to get in on the aggressive, barely going to get it away, and hit that clear as now Create has to get right back into goal. Skinny going to turn around, but going to get demoed by Salty. Wells going to take that shot in. Is it going to go?
You're not
going to tap it in.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, thank you. Oh,
he was just setting it up. It was a big brain play, bigger brain than we could even think of.
Sure, he just wanted the reverse shot upside down, Spider-Maning Top Gun, spinning all around, you know, just having fun with it. What should have been buried, Wells, you know, he's not going to let that one sit. That double tap opportunity missed, but the janitor able to clean it up there in Charisma. And so what looked like a little bit of a lag issue as Wells is going to score again. They are connecting quickly here. 2-0 here for your Gothic Knights.
Absolutely. You really can't even finish your sentence before something amazing happens, and Wells is often on the creation end of that, as the face-off is going to come out, and NJCU going to get a little better of it. Can Sox going to send it in, but it's going to get tapped away. opportunity missed for RW. NJCU going to be successfully defending. Charisma, though, going to tap it away. Still in the center here. Still very, very dangerous. You don't want to have that ball in the center. But Wells has it. He's going to try and get it past everyone over on this corner. Going to send it to the middle. It's going to get taken away. Skinny not going to get control. Notifications going to take it. Here comes Wells, ready to steal it away from him, and he will. Still control the RWU, but Wells will get that face-off. The face-off. Dangerous here for NJCU for the Gothic Knights. And Kansak going to send it into the center. And there's these shots, but they're not really made. They're getting saved by the NJCU defense. Not much happening, and now here comes a chance of the counterattack. Charisma going to send it into the center, and wading into the loving arms of Wells, and not going to get any opportunity off of it. But still, there is this chance. Skinny's going to get demoed, and now Wells and Charisma have to get back. We're going to send the ball up, and we're going to try and remain in control. Pre-creation going to grab the mega boost, going to send it in the center. Salty Ocean right off the side.
So many missed opportunities here, just back and forth. Charisma trying to get a double tap of his own. Wells there to clean it up. No, can't get it to go here. The Hawks survive barely here. K-Wing, we are just knocking at this door over and over and over again. We are going to find it eventually.
Absolutely. We're shooting at the dartboard. We might just be able to make Charisma will get that third goal that we were talking about. As soon as we say that they're probably going to make it soon, they do.
Well, a great job there from Charisma getting their second goal of the game. And so the pressure has just been relentless here from your Gothic Knights as that kickoff goes towards our side. A good job by Charisma to flip that ball back as Kansak and Salty here on the defensive half have to do something here as this Hawk squad just starting to get further and further behind.
Absolutely. The Hawks are just struggling now, not being able to get much of anything going, as now Wells is going to get that clearance. He's not going to get tapped away. Now going to go into the tap. Going to get saved by pre-creation.
Salty now with a chance. Looking, there's no one home, but the double save there. Wells getting it back with Skinny, pinching it out. A great job as your Gothic Knights once again just kind of that sigh of relief on defense here. Just muddied up the rotations. A couple players got stuck ball side. Wells doing it all, by the way. Great job by them. Able to get their second save here as Salty now looking for the touch here. But Wells and Skinny both protecting that backboard heartily as they continue to protect this 3-goal lead.
Absolutely. They're doing it so well. They're protecting these inside crosses. They're trying to protect these passes very well.
There's 3 goalies! There's 3 cars!
That was the cast occurs.
There's 3 cars! You can't let that one score. Gothic Knights, come on, Wells! You got to get the boys there. Great job there from the Hawks, able to take advantage of that lax defense here. And Salty Oceans and the Hawks show that they are not out yet here as Wells now pressing up, looking for the attack. Needs a double here. I like the touch, but can't get it to go.
Absolutely. I think that if the Hawks have done anything, it's shown that they can get goals in quick succession. So the Gothic Knights cannot be sleeping even with that 2-goal lead that they have so far. Skinny PG going to get that hit towards the Gothic Knights goal, but going to get quickly sent the other way. Creation's going to get control. Salty Ocean as well, going to send it towards the Gothic Knights goal immediately. All of the Gothic Knights going back onto defense. GC, Skinny PG onto control. Kansak trying to get some kind of hit, just not finding it. Salty going to put a stop to progress, and Recreations
tactical whiff
towards RWU, and no, not going to find anything from NJCU. But with time ticking away, RWU needs to make something happen, but it's just not hitting these shots.
Well, right now, the opportunities have been there for both squads, but your Gothic Knights have taken advantage of most of them here as the pressure down just relentless here as Charisma slaps one on Wells, trying to get the shot, but Kansak putting it back on here as the Hawks now trying to get that last second goal, but that pinch off the backboard means it's going to fall harmlessly to the pitch here as Salty able to catch it off the bounce. Wells has to get up and gets the save. The savior for Wells. He's going to get his extra points trying to steal the MVP. I think he did it there at the end with that savior.
Absolutely. I mean, just with that savior at the end, just
tactical, dude.
NJCU hasn't been. I think one thing that I talked about was that NJCU cannot be sleeping with, even with the big goal lead, which they've had both of these games, both these matches so far. They've had that big goal lead, and they've had that impressive sort of 2-3 goals. I think, but RWU, they've had in the first game at least, they had that stretch of getting that first goal and then immediately getting another. So they've proven to the Gothic Knights that they are a threat, and they're gonna have to be taken seriously. And NJCU has not been pulling any punches.
I think the biggest thing is you look at these shots numbers and you go, holy cow, the Hawks have 9 shots. They should be scoring more. But that's the thing is Salty Ocean, you've watched in the replays here a little bit in the bottom of our screen. They haven't had the best touches. They're getting soft touches either off of a backboard or off of their car and not finding quality second and third chance opportunities, which is how you get those goals once you get past the higher annals of Rocket League.
Absolutely. It's very rare to see any sort of goals coming out from a first sort of opportunity, second sort of opportunity. You need to get a follow-up, and a lot of RWU shots have just been that sort of surface level, kind of the shot goes in, but it's not really difficult shot to stop RWU, though. Again, Fox trying to make that a long statement, not going to get that. Again, not really going to get that angle on the ball that he might have wanted. Well, send it towards the RWU goal, and control and just go a little bit over. Wells going to miss the face-off, and now Salty going to have to send it in, but Wells is going to get the save just barely. But the ball is not out of danger just yet. It's going to get sent. It's going to get sent in.
Well, right now, I don't know about you, but K-Wing, I'm feeling absolutely beautiful right now. We've got the Gothic Knights sitting pretty 2 games ahead. We've got the broom closet open. We've already used it back-to-back weeks right now. And Wells and company in control here. Firm control as Charisma's going to come flying in a little bit late. Finds it underneath. I thought that one wasn't going to go through. They looked a little bit slow in the rotation. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Timing be danged. Salty Ocean whiffing. And so Charisma cleans it up. Call it the janitor. And your Gothic Knights are back on the board and are just 3 minutes and 55 seconds away from back-to-back sweeps.
Absolutely 4 minutes now, and the New Jersey Gothic Knights, they're so close here to getting that third sweep in a row. Really coming back from those first 2 games, and now pre-creations, trying to get something going, can't find it. Kansas quickly stop to a bit of the momentum, but not out of the woods yet, but that clear will certainly do it. As now, the Gothic Knights need to get on the defense here. They're going to get that save. It's actually going to get the ball alone with the goal, as Kansas will have to try and race to step in. Wells going to get the tip. Greedy Wells. Shame on you.
Wells, it was finally Skitty's turn. He got the ball. You had the beautiful pass, but no, you can't let your teammates score. You got to take the goal secure. Scummy Wells, get it in the chat right now. Oh, I can't believe it.
That's just absolutely absolutely disgusting Wells there. I mean, just let him have a little bit of glory. Let him have the goal. But no. 2-0 here, away from the last, as you've been putting it, breaking out the broom.
Good
Gonna get the third goal. Why not? Just tapping that in there. Didn't even that sort of aggression coming in. Charisma just sending a great forward, and Wells a shot on just a net with no one near it.
I got to be real with you, K-Wing. You know, there's still 2.5 minutes left in this game. We're not even at the halfway point. We're up 2 games in this series. You know, it's not over till it's over, but I think we can hear her singing in the background. She's getting warmed up. I think she's about to come out and sing right now as your Gothic Knights are up 3, trying to find their 4th goal here, as Pre-Creations and the Hawks are just running all over themselves. They are run amok right now as RWU just the ball stuck on their half right now as Wells and this Gothic Knights squad has just been relentless in their pressure.
Absolutely. I mean, I've talked about it all the time, but this pressure has just been non-stop from the Gothic Knights. They just, no matter how much they're leading by, they're always looking to get that next goal, and they might just get it here.
Oh, no!
Gonna miss it, and that's a prime opportunity for RWU, and they are going to get it. Salty Ocean will find the goal from long range. The 3-1 for New Jersey. 2 minutes left for RWU to get anything, to get some more goals.
Well, that's the important thing here, K-Wing. That is why that third man can never be too aggressive. Right now, they're up 2 goals. They're confident. They're going to be back up 3 as Skinny gets their goal. Wells be tanked. It doesn't matter. Gets it off of the pass from Wells. He's actually beating Wells to the boost. He was going to get that one there.
Absolutely. I think we were talking. We both started to get caught up in like, oh no, were we too overconfident? And then immediately, 4 seconds later, we scored another goal, and now it's starting to look pretty bad for RWU here. But for the Gothic Knights, it's looking like a lovely, lovely day, as the ball is going to get pretty close
Cursing us right now.
I'm sorry. I need to.
Messing with you, K-Wing. That was just a great 50 from Can Sucks. Salty able to set that up and slowed it down here as the Thick Knights not able to get it going. Your Gothic Knights stuck on their own half. They're not really used to this right now. They've had their way. It's been in this orange half almost the entire series. And so finally back on our own side, just a little bit rough for us there. And once again, have to go back protecting this 2-goal lead.
Absolutely. I think that we've been hammering this point this entire night. Oh, that was almost a
wrong team, Finny.
For the Gothic Knights, but already it's getting close here, Charisma, to get that opportunity that they might have wanted. Now, Wells going to send it, try and get it past, but Salty Ocean will get that hit in. So it will disrupt, as now Charisma going to try and get it away, and it's and just bouncing back and forth.
There's a whole goal, man.
And Sox is really just trying to jam it into that one end of the goal, as now 30 seconds left. RWU is going to need a miracle to get anything close to this 2-goal.
You might be singing.
Might be. Charisma just trying to get something, and it seems like as soon as RWU tries to set up some kind of counterattack, it's immediately stopped by like Wells or by any of the Gothic Knights. They overwhelmed RWU. It's 3v3, but it feels like 4v3, and that's kind of it. The broom is out, and the Gothic Knights are sweeping away.
The sweep is complete. I'll tell you, K-Wing. Once again, your Gothic Knights coming out and getting the job done. You talked to Wells the other day, and he said, if we play well, we'll win. And you know what? I will say that they played well. They didn't play the best. There were glaring issues on both sides, but it didn't matter. We were good enough here today to beat RWC, and so we continue on ahead. We're going to be sitting at 3-2, so definitely very pretty. Finally breaking that tied for 15th position here, so very exciting for these guys.
Absolutely. The Gothic Knights are going to be moving up in the standings as these blocks are going to be breaking down a little bit. You have the 4-0 teams, you have the 3-1 teams, but now there's going to be less and less ties for 3rd place, 5th place, etc. And games like that are going to be good tie-breaking material for the Gothic Knights.
Well, I hope you guys had a great time. K-Wing, it has been so much fun being in the booth with you, man. I hope you had a good time. But
Absolutely.
we here want to make sure that we tell you, make sure you come back in about half an hour. We're going to have some exciting League of Legends action coming at you. We got a couple more casters coming in. Hopefully some more great games coming at you as well. And make sure you do take a look down below us here in the Twitch link. Make sure you get into that Discord, because your NJCU Gothic Knights are going to be hosting a Valorant tourney here on the 20th. So make sure you get down below and check that Discord link and get in there with us, so that way you can keep tabs on that.
Absolutely. That's going to be the 20th. And that's going to be an exciting thing to happen. Valorant has been a pretty big esport coming out into the scene fairly recently, I would argue, but it's an exciting game, and I look forward to watching it.
Well, see, I'm not much of a shooter guy. I'm more putting the ball in the net, It's a little bit too much for me at that point. But, I got to say, K-Wing, it's been a blast working with you, man. And I think it's about our time to get off. They're going to run us off here. So I'm Foof, and I was joined by the one, the only, the amazing K-Wing, and I'll be signing off here. K-Wing, you want to yell at them anymore?
No. A good game to all. 3-0 for the Gothic Knights. Another dominant win, and the third 3-0 sweep in a row